offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block em. We some animal, yeah, we some gobbler. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Hey. You got 3. You got 280. Wait, 25. On. Wait.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Let's go.
Now Ryan on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
We got three, fellas. Ready, set. Right 25. Gun.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st down, Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, Wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Get up!
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
Ready! Ready!
Breeze now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Thomas. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
On the keeper, it's Breeze. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
A little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, got it. White 25! Get out! White! 20!
On second down, Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Ryan. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. To Allen on the dump off. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Breeze. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And Lutz's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. And he spins past him and into space. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 34. They start the second half with Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey. Ready? You ready?
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here He's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready. We're waiting.
Bree's going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Ryan on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season, and the Falcons draw a bit closer. The extra point up and good. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Breeze to throw on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. You ready?
Now a pitch out to Kamara. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Ready. You ready? Get set. Ready.
To throw, it's Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Ready. You ready?
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Underneath to Allen. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle made that time by Kevin Dodd. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On play action, now Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. First NFL pick for the rookie Isaiah Oliver. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Matt Ryan with 3 game-winning drives for the Falcons last year. He's got a chance for one here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Getting it out left side to Sanu. That one goes for 24 yards. Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tuesday.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards there and a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. First NFL pick for the rookie Isaiah Oliver. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Ready! You ready? Ready, go!
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it. And this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage. Back to the 16.
Hey, let's go.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Ready.
They get it to him running left. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Atlanta, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.